channel. Today we are going to take an overlook. We'll take stock of what's happening in the stock market, what's happening on Wall Street, and so we will not do individual reviews of certain stocks. We will just do like an overview of some of the stocks that we have been reviewing here on this channel. So to kick off everything, we start with Revlon. And I just have to point out that we are in the after hours. Today is Wednesday, the 6th of July 2022. So Revlon during the normal trading hours gained 6.55% to close at $6.34. In the after hours, the stock has dropped 2.37% and is now trading at $6.19. Yesterday, the stock closed at $5.95 and opened lower today at $5.87. 52-week range for Revlon stock is from $1.08 all the way up to $17.65. Volume today was at 14 million, which is quite close to the 16 million average that we would see on a typical day. Market capitalization for Revlon is now at $345 million. And if you look at the top of your screens, you can see that the stock Wall Street today was actually, like we said yesterday, almost trading sideways. But you still have to look at the big picture. Go out a week, go out a month, and see how the stocks you are invested in are trading, and also compare those stocks to other companies in that sector. So you can definitely see here how Revlon today made some impressive gains. And remember that Revlon has filed for Chapter 11 bankruptcy. So even though this stock is still tradable, remember, if you put your money in there, you could be wiped out without any other due process. So be very careful if you are playing with Revlon stock. It became very popular after they announced bankruptcy, and the stock paradoxically went up. So it caught the eye of many day traders and people who were looking to make a quick buck, and they did make a quick buck. But just telling you guys to be careful if you want to put your money in Revlon. Next, we move on to Digital World Acquisition Corporation, and this is the company that's the SPAC that's hoping to merge with former President Donald Trump's Trump Media and Technology Group. The stock, when it was initially offered, within the space of weeks, went as high as $175 before dropping down to $23, as you guys can see on your screens. Today, the stock dropped 1.25%, and at the closing bell, it was at $23.72. Yesterday, the stock closed higher at $24.02, and today it opened lower at $23.83. 52-week range for Digital World Acquisition Corporation is from $9.84 all the way up to $175. Volume today was also low at only 562,000 shares that exchange hands, compared to an average volume of 1.8 million shares. I should also remind you guys that the management team, not only of Digital World Acquisition Corporation, but also of the Trump Media and Technology Group, have been subpoenaed. I think there is a rule that if you have an acquisition target, you must not speak about the specifics with the management of the company. So the Securities and Exchange Commission, it's just doing its job, subpoenaing these people, making sure that they have not been in communication in the absence and without the knowledge of their shareholders. So I think it's just what's normal. That's what the job, that's why they are there, to ensure that there's a fair and level marketplace for all the players. So it's just another stock to keep a close watch on. This is going to be a major player, and it's a major competitor to Twitter, and so far it's piling on more and more users on a daily basis. So that is the story about Digital World Acquisition Corporation. Over the past 5 days, the stock has essentially traded mostly sideways. So that tells me that it has made some kind of floor right here, and we will see if it can sustain this stock price without depreciating anymore. Move on next to Faraday Future Intelligent Electric. So this is a company that designs, manufactures, and sells, commercializes electric vehicles, and of late the company has been a favorite amongst investors, and we have seen the stock price rise spectacularly over the past couple of days. However, today the stock dropped 14% and closed at $4.54. In the aftermarket, it has dropped about a half a percentage point further. So the company is actually well funded. As you guys can see, it has a market capitalization of $1.37 billion, and you can see how this company rose spectacularly, starting from about the 30th of June, and it rose up to $6.04 before slowly dropping down since yesterday to about $4.54, where we find ourselves today. Volume, of course, is quite healthy at 12 million compared to an average volume of 5.1 million. And this is another major player in the EV sector that you would want to keep close watch on and see what's happening with Faraday Future Intelligent Electric. Next, we move on to Agile Therapeutics, and since the Supreme Court passed its recent ruling on Roe versus Wade, a lot of companies, abortion clinics and manufacturers of day after pills, they have all been dragged into this massive debate. So I think that one of the collaterals was also Agile Therapeutics. It's a company that manufactures contraceptive products for women, and they have a whole slew of different products that they offer to women, and that helps with contraception. Yesterday the stock closed at 67 cents. Today it opened at 65 cents, which was quite lower, and in the course of the day it went as high as 70 cents. However, it closed at the regular trading hours up 1.70% and 68 cents. In the after hours, it has gone up an impressive 9.89% and is now trading at 75 cents. Volume today was quite high at 12 million shares that exchange hands, compared to an average volume of 7.6 million. The market capitalization for the company is still quite low at just $3.1 million. So that's the story of Agile Therapeutics today. Another stock that I think is of interest that we would want to keep a close watch on. Next, we move on to Sidus Space, and Sidus Space is a company that has been active in rocketry and building satellites for quite a while. However, their major breakthrough came when NASA announced that Sidus Space was one of the contractors that had been retained for a mission that NASA has. I believe it might be the lunar landing mission or something of that nature. But this mission from NASA is worth $3.5 billion. So no matter how you cut the cake, Sidus Space will be coming out ahead and just participating in that massive and very, very specific and technologically intensive contract. It is also going to boost the credentials of Sidus Space Inc. Yesterday the stock closed at $3.44. Today it opened at $3.34, which was a bit lower. However, you can see on the graph how Sidus Space in the course of the day went as high as $3.73 before closing at $3.62. In the after hours, the stock has appreciated a further half a percentage point and is now trading at $3.64. Volume was 1.2 million compared to an average volume of 6.04 million. The market capitalization for Sidus Space is at $61 million. Next, we move on to Bright Green Corporation, and this is a company that is active in the cannabis space. Bright Green Corporation is actually incorporated in Florida, but their flagship farm is in New Mexico. Recently, they released pictures of their facility in New Mexico, and guys, I gotta tell you, it's quite impressive. They are currently awaiting an inspection from the Drug Enforcement Agency, the DEA, and once the DEA does its inspection and deems the facility safe enough to handle cannabis, then at that point they can go ahead and start growing. However, they're not sitting on their laurels. They actually have the first harvest planned by the fourth quarter of 2022. So things are actually moving quite a bit with Bright Green Corporation. Yesterday they closed at $2.17, open today much higher at $2.27. 52-week range $2.10 to $58, and today's volume 395,000 compared to an average volume of 2.1 million. The market capitalization for Bright Green Corporation today is at 356 million US dollars. However, remember that in the after hours, as you guys can see on your screen, Bright Green Corporation has dropped 3.13% and is now trading at $2.16. Next, we move on to another favorite of the EV crowd and many investors, and that would be Mueller Automotive, aka the Mosquito. So today, Mueller Automotive went up 3.02% and is now closed the regular trading hour at $1.02. Yesterday, the stock closed at 99 cents, open today at $1.01. In the course of today's trading, the stock went as high as $1.03. Volume is 22 million compared to an average volume of 69 million shares. The market capitalization for Mueller Automotive is at $487 million. And we are still awaiting to know whom the Fortune 500 investor who did some tests with a pilot program with Mueller Automotive is. We still don't have much clarity or details about that Fortune 500 customer. All what we know so far is that it's a telecom company located to the southeast of the United States, and I believe it was said that by the end of the second quarter of 2022, everyone would know whom that company was. So I think people are still waiting on those on that detail. So that's the story of Mueller Automotive. That's a weird pattern, on that graph. I don't know what exactly is the deal, but it just looks weird. Okay, let's move on. Next on our line, we have Vroom, and Vroom is a digital platform where you can buy used vehicles, sell used vehicles, obtain financing for used vehicles. In recent years, it has become actually quite popular, especially as OEM dealers cannot lay their hands on enough inventory to hold down for brand new vehicles. So second-hand vehicle dealers that deal in recent late model year vehicles, 6 months, 1 year, 2-year-old lease returns, they are very popular these days for people who are searching for a specific kind of car. And so today, Vroom during the regular trading session was up 0.70%, and when the closing bell struck, it was at $1.44. Yesterday, the stock closed at $1.43. It opened today at $1.38. In the course of today's trading, the stock went as high as $1.47 before closing at $1.44. In the after hours, the stock has dropped 1.38% and is now trading at $1.42. Today's volume, half of average, it was about 12 million, compared to an average volume of 20 million shares. The market capitalization for Vroom Inc. is now at $198 million. And next we move on to XELA. We just have about 2 more to go. So guys, just stick around. Those 2 are quite interesting. So XELA Technologies today dropped 4.67%, and when the closing bell struck, it was sitting at 10 cents. So I guess today we hit another 52-week low, so that is not good at all. Well, yeah, it looks like we hit another 52-week low today. So the highest that the stock went today was 11 cents, and the volume is just off the charts. It's at 122 million shares that exchange hands, compared to an average volume of 62 million shares. Market capitalization for XELA Technologies is $46.9 million. And what XELA does is it facilitates transactions between businesses and businesses, and also businesses and customers. So they are kind of the middleman that sits there. You don't see them, but when you buy stuff or you transfer stuff or you have to deal with businesses, this is one of those interfaces that works in the background, and they have different types of products to suit different business transactions. And they're based out of Irving in Texas in the United States, but they service markets all over the world, including places like Austria, like Ireland, and other countries in Europe. So that is what XELA Technologies does. And we move on from there to Roblox, and Roblox today went down 5.10% and closed at regular trading hours at $37.95. In the after hours, it has gone up just a tiny bit and is now trading at $38.01. Yesterday, the stock closed at $39.99, opened today at $39.06. Today's trading, it went as high as $40 before dropping to $37.95 at the closing bell. Today's volume, 33 million shares exchange hands, compared to an average volume of 32 million shares. The market capitalization of Roblox Corporation is 22.5 billion with a B US dollars. So it's a huge company, and it is very well positioned to take advantage of the metaverse. That is a 3D world that like Meta, Facebook, they are trying to push on people. But lots of kids are already very well versed with the Roblox and how it works, and all the different games that developers have put on that platform. So the most interesting thing is that they have mastered the ability to sell items in this virtual world. So if you look at the Roblox games, they have what they call Robux, which is the currency that is used in those games. You use fiat currency to buy Robux, and then you use the Robux in the Roblox on the Roblox platform to play games or to buy items in games. So it's very, very good company, and I think they're positioned very well to take advantage of the new migration, the Web 3.0, as more and more people move into these virtual worlds and acquire properties and other stuff on there. And for the very last one that we have today to look at, and that would be Redbox Entertainment Inc. As you guys might remember, a while back, another company called Chicken Soup for the Soul came, and they were going to buy out Redbox Entertainment Inc. I don't know where that deal is sitting at right now, but what I can tell you is that today Redbox Entertainment Inc. went up 12.32%, closed the regular trading day at $6.29. In the after hours, the stock has dropped 2.54% and is now trading at $6.13. Yesterday, Redbox Entertainment closed at $5.60, opened today at $5.51, and in the course of today's trading, the stock went as high as $6.57 39 cents. Today's volume 8 million compared to an average volume of 23 million shares that exchanged hands. The market capitalization for Redbox Entertainment is 285 million US dollars. So that is what I had for my roundup today, guys. Just didn't have enough time to talk about specific stocks and make individual videos, so do bear with me. I hope that within this long video you found the information that you wanted. Thank you for your time, and don't forget to smash that subscribe button on your way out. I will catch you guys on the next video. Bye now.